Well, good morning, my friend. Welcome to the Pastor's Podcast this Thursday morning as we start ending out the week. Looking forward to a wonderful day of going out soul winning this morning with some of the people of our church and getting ready for the weekend as we continue our second week into the campaign of Christians in Action. And looking forward to what God can do here at Maranatha Baptist Church. And let's be in our place, church. What a great service we had last night. If you missed last night, you missed a wonderful service. Great crowd, packed auditorium on a Wednesday night. And God blessed in a tremendous way as we talked about the wealth principle. I think it would kind of surprise some people what was if they came or if they didn't come, what I'm talking about in this. And it was a very helpful principle that we've got to learn in our Christian life so that we don't waste what God's given to us. Well, talk to you today about the boldness of absence. In 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 1, the scripture says, "Now I, Paul, myself beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of Christ, who in presence am base among you, but being absent am bold towards you." Paul's statement that he was bold towards this church in their absence is a common trait of any person. It's easy to be bold about what we say we would do in a situation when we are not physically there. It is easy. It's also easy to quickly write things about others or to others when they're not there to respond in person. Many relationships, I want you to listen to me this morning, many relationships have been hurt because of what is done in another person's absence. Now, there's something about being in the presence of someone that causes us to be a little bit more cautious about what we say and do. I remember years ago, a person I worked with often talked about how we needed to go get together to talk to the authorities about something that needed to be changed. But he withered in boldness when we got in the presence of the authority. What he would bring to me is, okay, yeah, let's go talk to them. Then I'd go walk into the office with him. I'd say, let's talk about this. And all of a sudden, he was nowhere to be found. Now, though I would discuss what needed to be changed, and oftentimes the authorities agreed about what we talked about. This gentleman was silent. Now, you see, absence made him bold. But the presence of those, he was so bold to talk about that, they need to do this, caused him to be guarded. Now, everyone has the boldness of absence. But I want to give you some cautions about this boldness so that you don't hurt your relationships and even your testimony of others as we talk about this topic. First, be careful about what you put out through writing. Now, I want you to listen to me. So many people have hurt others because they're quick to text or post something on digital media. Your boldness to text or put hateful comments about a person or to a person only reveals the lack of your Christianity. I wish there was a way I could handcuff these thumbs with a lot of people and cause them not to be able to use them to be able to text or post something on social media. Just because you think something does not mean you should immediately post it, or just, okay, let me change it. Just because you think something doesn't mean that you should post it on social media or text it. Just because you're angry at a person does not mean that you have the right to just get on your text and boom, 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 all these things about a person. You ought not to do that. You see, the absence of an individual's presence may give you boldness to put out hateful comments about them, but it sure does make you look like a fool, and it doesn't excuse your wrong. You got to be careful what you text, what you post, what you write, and when you're absent from somebody. Second, be careful about what you say on the phone. Many have said things in a heated phone conversation that they would never say in person, and it's hurt a relationship. Now, the physical absence of a person should not make you bold to say something that is not helping your situation. Now, there's a couple things I do, and I think that would be good for all to do about controlling what you say in another's absence. First, never write something that you would not want to be used against you. Everything you write will eventually be used against you. The power to write is always the ammunition you give others to use against you. So I've made it my policy never to use quick distance communications as a way to settle differences. I don't text. I don't argue through text. I don't debate through text. I don't debate in social media. People say things all the time and about me, and aren't you going to say something? Why answer fools? I don't need to answer them. Listen to me. The fact that I'm quiet is the best wisdom I can do, because I'm a distant person. Second, never try to settle situations in someone's absence. Wait until they're present to deal with it face to face. I've learned that when difficult situations arise, I'd rather face someone to discuss it with them in person so we can handle it in a Christ-like manner. I've learned that you're more gentle in person and you're more guarded with what you say in person than when you're face to face than you ever are when you're apart. Third, give yourself a cooling down period before writing things in one's absence. Many words would have never been texted, posted, or said, and many relationships could have been salvaged if someone would have just given themselves a cooling down period and said, let me wait, not going to respond. I'm angry, but I'm not going to respond. Why? Testimonies at stake. Why? My name's at stake. Why? Relationship at stake. Why? I could hurt somebody with what I say. That's more important. That's more important. The best thing you can do, just don't say anything harsh and just cool down. I've learned this. Time cooling down has often been my answer for me to guard this tongue of mine and to make sure that I don't do something I shouldn't do and say something I shouldn't say. My friend, what I've just taught you today could be a great help to you if you just learn to not be bold in absence, but wait till you get to their presence, face to face, to deal with situations. Well, today, want to wish my daughter a happy birthday. Today's her birthday. And I want to say to everybody, hey, let's be good to everyone. Everyone's having a tough time. Have a great day, my friend.